Personally, I raised my son in and out of the church. There were spouts of times where we would go to church religiously. I made sure I found a Sunday school that was worthwhile for him. I wanted him to get the basics. Whatever he wanted to do beyond that foundation was up to him. As a matter of fact, when he was 15, he did say to me, and this was after us spending quite a bit of time in church around then, that he wasn't convinced there was a God. That was actually one of the last conversations I had with his father about the subject, because he told me to just leave him alone, he'll find his way. And I was planning to do that anyway, but it is important for us to let our children have the foundation and have them make their decision. This actually does remind me of a time when my son was about 8. Just randomly, his dad decided that we were all going to go to church. We hadn't been going to church regularly at that point, and it was just Christmas Day, and he said that. I had already appealed that I didn't want to go to church because I hadn't planned for it. It was my Christmas Day and it was not mentioned right before that time. And my son also appealed, but he actually took a different approach. He was very firm in that, and his father took him out onto the patio and they had a discussion. When they came back, he decided that everybody else would go to church and myself and my son were going to stay home, and that's what happened. It's important to have open dialogue around these subjects too, giving choice. Of course, you don't want a child being stubborn every week. If that's your choice to do church, maybe offer some incentives. And I don't like that attitude, well, that's what I want them to do, so that's what they're going to do, because it does leave a barrier, or it creates a barrier between your child and their faith at times. I wasn't connected to God because I was forced to go to church on a given Sunday. And you do have to think back, did that ever help for you? Right now, I have the best relationship with God, and it had nothing to do with, I wouldn't say nothing. It has a little to do, because you have to know what you don't want to know what you do want. So I won't take credit away from church, but where I am right now is the best place to be for me. It's also important to have children with people with similar views to yourself. Allowing your children to explore is important. And if you have one parent believing one thing and another parent believing something else, it can cause a problem. So don't forget to ask questions, check in with yourself, and do what is best for you.